if UPSC is your dream, there's no power on earth that can stop you from realizing that. If you don't need an external push, if you don't need any mentor, just by attending the classes, while it is possible for you to clear and crack the civil services examination, it was becoming clear, and now it is even more evident that to qualify this exam, you need a strong command over English language as well. Not only for CSAT, but also for the General Studies Paper 1 is sufficient for you, not only for prelims, but also for mains as well as the personality test. For optional as well, for current affairs as well, for test series as well, and mock tests as well. This is your one-stop destination to crack the civil services examination. Hello and welcome to Unacademy. This session is for those who are attempting CSE 2027. This session is for those who are on a lookout of a comprehensive course to prepare for the civil services examination. This session is for those who are planning to attempt the civil services examination in English medium. While it is possible for you to clear and crack the civil services examination with self-study, it is also possible to crack this examination if you enroll in an offline coaching institute. It is also possible to crack this examination after enrolling in an online course. But that's what I said at the start. This session is for those who are attempting the UPSC examination in 2027 or beyond, and they are in need of a structured preparation program to qualify this examination in English medium. This is a session for you. Because let's look at the reality. Over the past few years, it was becoming clear, and now it is even more evident, that to qualify this exam, you need a strong command over English language as well. Not only for CSAT, but also for the General Studies Paper 1. And that is why you must study. If at all you need a course to prepare for this examination, you need to study also in English language. Attend the classes in English language. Read the content in English language. That does not mean that should you wish to enroll with us, you should only and you can only study under the English medium teachers. The same subscription will give you access to the Hindi batches as well, bilingual batches as well. And today we are super excited and proud to announce the launch of the Elevate batch for CSE 2027. This batch starts 31st of May 2026. But before we proceed further, I would like to introduce my team before you, who are going to teach you the entire syllabus of this examination, because this one course is sufficient for you, not only for prelims, but also for mains as well as the personality test. For optional as well, for current affairs as well, for test series as well, and mock tests as well. This is your one-stop destination to crack the civil services examination. But the teachers that will be teaching you, for example, we have Abhishek Mishra sir. He is not somebody who has failed in this examination, and that is how and why he is teaching you. He is an academic. He has taught at the Delhi University. He is a postdoctoral candidate, the author of 2 widely regarded books on history, and you would know that. And Abhishek Mishra sir would be teaching you art and culture, ancient, medieval, modern history, post-independent India, world history as well. So one academic who will be teaching you the entire history for this examination. Mukesh sir. Mukesh sir has qualified and had qualified the civil services examination for a particular state. Didn't join. Why? Because his passion is in teaching. So again, for geography, for environment and ecology, we don't have a teacher who has failed in this examination, and hence there was no other alternative but for him to teach. He's teaching out of passion. Hima Bindu ma'am, one of the foremost experts on science and technology in this country. She was a lecturer at the Osmania University. She has had more than 20 years experience teaching for this examination, and she is the one who is going to guide you for science and technology. Sham sir. Sham sir was in banking industry, investment banking. He was a manager at a big bank, left that just to pursue this passion of teaching for the civil services examination, and for more than a decade now, he's teaching the civil services aspirants. And I don't need to tell you about Chetan sir. India's foremost expert on international relations, internal security, who has worked with various think tanks in this country and is an expert in geopolitics. We also have a teacher for CSAT, for the quant portion, who was All India rank 42, Mr. Prashant Jain sir, All India rank 42 in JEE, a product of IIT Bombay. We have Asta ma'am as well, who teaches ethics, integrity, aptitude, as well as the social issues and social justice. And I'm your faculty for polity and governance. What are the features of this program? As I told you, this is one batch, the Elevate batch for CSE 2027, 28 or beyond. This course starts 31st of May. How we are going to teach you? What are the features of this program? What are the different offerings that we will provide you? Everything will be discussed threadbare one by one. But should you wish to enroll in this course, the Elevate batch, to elevate your understanding of this examination and conquer the exam in 2027 or beyond, all you need to do is use this code IAS English whenever you make the payment, and automatically the lowest subscription fee will be displayed for you. Now I would invite Abhishek sir to come here and share the details of this program, because on 31st of May, when we will launch this Elevate batch, and this time the structure of this batch would be such that it is catering to a working professional, it is catering to a full-time aspirant, it is also catering to somebody who is already enrolled in a university or a college and managing the CSE preparation side by side. This course is launching on 31st of May, and we are starting with two of the most important subjects for this examination. One is modern history and the other is geography. Modern history taught by Abhishek sir, geography taught by Mukesh sir. Sir, over to you.
So when we talk about the structure this time, there is a new model which we are working with, which is having two GSs simultaneously. So at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. we will have modern India, and thereafter at 3 to 5 p.m. we have geography. See, the idea is very simple. If you have to clear this examination, rote learning is not just which is needed. You need conceptual clarity. You need how facts interact with that concept, and therefore the most effective way to cover this syllabus and the best way is to have short bursts of classes, that too based on a lot of conceptual clarity and clarity with regards to how to approach the questions, and also have two GSs together. So this time we'll have two GS in two different slots, and once you enroll into the, you can say, the Unacademy program, you automatically get access to the live classes of both of them, everything which has happened before this also, and you will have recordings available to you throughout the subscription and beyond. Further, what you have to understand is in class itself, we have multiple tools through which we can make it a two-way interaction. First, you have the raise hand feature where you can talk to us and basically clear all your doubts through audio. Then you have the doubt section in which you can send me screenshots and I'll take up the questions there. If not, we also give out our email IDs so that you can reach out to us at any given point of time and basically get your doubts cleared. The idea is very simple. Now with this dualistic model, what we are going to do is we are going to cover everything effectively in short bursts, and with 2-hour classes, there is going to be no real lethargy, or you can say saturation. 2 hours effective learning, and thereafter you can move to revise. This also allows you to revise better, gives you time to do UCAN, which Chetan sir is going to explain to you, and also effectively plan everything for at least 6 to 8 months automatically. Everything is communicated to you through certain groups which are created. We also have Discord. So therefore, sir, with this model, we can complete the course in 10 to 11 months easily and with no real saturation, or you can say brain fade per se.
Just to add to that, it is not necessary for you to attend both the classes on a given day. But should you wish to complete your syllabus well ahead of time, you can attend both the classes. But if you're a working professional, or if you are somebody who is studying in a college or a university and you can't attend both the classes at the same time, just follow one sequence. Whether it is 7 to 9 a.m. slot, and we will cover the entire syllabus there, or you can just follow 3 to 5 p.m. batch, and there also we will cover the entire syllabus. Long story short, should you wish to quickly finish the syllabus, attend both the classes. If you can't attend both the classes at the same time, that does not mean you're missing out on something. Just follow one slot, either morning or the afternoon, and your syllabus will be conquered. And what are the ways through which you can get your doubts clear and resolved? Abhishek sir has discussed. Now, thank you so much, sir. Let me now ask Chetan sir to come and explain, because current affairs is a very, very important component of the civil services examination. And without thorough, in-depth understanding of the newspaper, it is not possible to clear this examination. Sir, what is it that will make this Elevate batch one-stop destination for a civil services aspirant? What are you doing for current affairs?
So as Sarmad sir said, current affairs is absolutely indispensable in this exam, be it for prelims, be it in mains, be it in your personality test. And if you have seen the previous question papers, look at all the questions that have appeared from across subjects. Almost every single question is driven by some or the other current event. And recent pattern and trend indicates that it's not just enough to cover current affairs of 12 or 18 months. There have been questions which are being picked even from older developments as well, as old as 2016, 2012. This shows that current affairs is not just limited to what's happening today. You should be able to link those events with the background, with the static portion of the knowledge, connect that with your syllabus. And what most institutes do is that either they end up pushing some random free YouTube videos. There's no organized way of covering current affairs at the other institutes. Or they would have one generic teacher teaching current affairs of all the subjects. But we at Unacademy IAS English, we beg to differ. We believe that to teach current affairs, you need subject specialization. You need to be able to link those current events with the static portion and give a comprehensive, holistic picture of these topics. So that's why, as part of the Elevate batch, we will be providing UCAN, Unacademy's Current Affairs Navigator. Every month, 30 hours of dedicated current affairs classes. There would be 15 sessions, 2 sessions for all the major subjects, and we would even cover places in news, art and culture, and even important magazines such as Yojana and Kurukshetra. Because again, if you've seen the questions, you would know that reading just one newspaper alone is not enough. You should be able to pick up current affairs from multiple sources, and as well as from important websites, official documents, important magazines as well. So for a regular student, even for someone who's preparing full time, collating all this information becomes a huge task. Many students, they often tell us that they take almost 2 hours to read just the Hindu newspaper, and that is not worth your time. And if you're a college going student or if you're a working professional, current affairs becomes even more challenging. So that is where UCAN would be a one-stop solution for you for your current affairs problems. So just attend these classes where the respective teachers would be handling the current affairs of their respective subjects.
Thank you so much, Chetan sir. But just to add to this, because I know this is also your approach, and lest you are mistaken, that does not mean you don't have to read newspaper. UCAN would be there to supplement your own reading of the newspaper, to give you background information, to give you additional content which may not be there in the newspaper. But newspaper reading is a must, not just to get an awareness of what is happening, but also to develop your English comprehension skills, which will help you in your CSAT, which will help you solve the GS questions also. And this will also help you in answer writing. Please do not skip newspaper. Newspaper reading is a must, but supplement it with UCAN. Don't make your own notes. We will provide you the notes in the UCAN sessions. Together with newspaper reading and UCAN, that is more than enough for you to conquer the current affairs segment of this examination. Am I right, sir?
Yeah. And we would also be providing a lot of practice questions, because many students don't know how to apply current affairs in the examination, how to anticipate questions from this. So in every session, we'll include a lot of prelims MCQs, mains answer writing practice. And this will make it one holistic course for current affairs.
Thank you so much, Chetan sir. Now, I would invite Mukesh sir, our faculty for Geography, Environment and Ecology. He would be teaching the geography, the subject, which will be started on the 31st of May. Prelims and mains cannot be segregated. An aspirant needs to prepare for both the examinations simultaneously at the same time. There are coaching institutes which prepare only for mains. Good job. There are coaching institutes which prepare only for prelims. But as a true foundation program, this can't be possible unless and until you integrate your prelims and mains preparation. What are we doing in Elevate Batch so that the integration or the seamless integration of prelims and mains takes place?
So, sir, you are very correct when you say that many of the times the approach which is taught to the candidates is first only target prelims. In case you clear prelims, then prepare for the mains examination. And that is the first step that you take towards failure. Because the type of questions which are asked nowadays, they have a great amount of convergence. So what we are going to do here is that whatever we teach during the week, for example, from let's suppose Monday to Thursday, now there the previous year questions which have been asked from those particular topics, that is something that we are going to discuss, all the previous year questions. Now, why is that important, by the way? The previous year questions, for example, for prelims, that gives you a kind of a predictability that what kind of questions UPSC expects you to prepare for. And also, it helps you understand
Unless and until it's a 2026 question paper.
Unless and until it is a bouncer. But still, I would argue that here also you could have gained some perspective out of it. And there also you get to test yourself that the concepts that you found yourself to be okay with, are you really fine with those concepts? That is what the PYQ discussion is about. And we are not only going to restrict our discussion to the PYQ for prelims. That is what everybody does. Here, the PYQs associated with the mains examination, the subjective questions. Now, it is very important for you to understand the art of answer writing. Answer writing is not something that you are born with. It is not a skill that you inherit. It is a skill that you develop. And that development happens step by step. Every day you learn something new. It is your ability to craft an answer out of it, your ability to interlink the topics together, that creates a good answer. And that is what is very important. That is what will be discussed on Fridays. And that is where not only do you get an opportunity to understand the concept, you get an opportunity to write the answer here as well. When I say opportunity to write answer, what do I mean by that? So in the classes itself, we will have the live answer writing sessions, whereby the candidate will write an answer, we will evaluate it live. We will evaluate it in front of that candidate, in front of everyone, so that everyone gets an idea how to frame a good introduction. Where is it that the presentation can be improved?
Also, there is this tendency that, okay, these are the questions that you're providing me. I will write an answer, but later, and then you procrastinate.
Yes.
And the time comes that you are never prepared for the mains examination.
Exactly.
So what we are going to do here, every Friday, we will have a PYQ discussion of prelims questions as well as mains questions, which were asked from those topics which we have covered throughout the week. And then there will be live answer writing sessions where you will have to write an answer and the respective faculty will evaluate those answers live. And then every Saturday and Sunday, we have tests. Not PYQs, tests curated by your educators. 20 MCQs, 5 descriptive questions on Saturday and Sunday. Solve them together with the session on Friday where we discuss the PYQs, link it with the UCAN sessions and the syllabus that we have taught in the Elevate batch, and that is what we need to do.
Comprehensive preparation will go ahead. Otherwise, what happens is many of the times the candidates keep on attending the classes. They feel that just mere attendance of classes is preparation.
Without realizing whether they are going on the right track or not.
And whether they have consolidated the previous portions.
And this is where you can also test the teacher. Whether this teacher is teaching strictly according to the requirements of this exam, or he is beating around the bush, or he is teaching irrelevant content which is not necessary for this examination. So once you analyze the PYQs, on that basis, you can also judge the teacher whether by attending these classes, I am able to solve the PYQs. If yes, then this is the right teacher for your preparation. Right. Thank you so much, Mukesh sir. I would now invite Sham sir, our esteemed faculty for economy. And what is the approach that we need to follow for? What are you discussing, sir?
Test series, sir.
Test series.
So you attend the classes Monday to Friday. Now the question is whether have you understood the subject correctly or not, whether are you revising the subject correctly or not. And once, let's say one subject is over, another subject will start. What about the previous subject, right? Are you revising this? Is your revision on the right track, etc. The best way to understand all of this is attend the test series. Like I've already discussed, on weekly basis there is weekly test, 20 MCQs and 5 descriptive questions. The evaluation will be provided, feedback will be provided so that there is a course correction. In addition to this, let's say the subject is over. Now after 1 month, after 2 months, you are revising the subject. There will be a full length test. We have a program URTS. URTS basically will focus on the full length test papers as well as the sectional test as well. There are totally 30 tests in that. We will cover the sectional the subjects as well. We will cover the CSAT papers. We will cover the full length papers as well.
And this URTS is for both prelims as well as mains examination.
One is 30 papers that I have discussed just now is only for prelims. We also have one more the test series which is MRTS focused on mains revision test series. In that there will be totally 20 test papers. Out of that 10 will be sectional papers and the remaining 10 will be a full length test. So that this will provide a comprehensive coverage, a comprehensive course will be provided. We will take care of the prelims as well as the mains coverage.
So basically through Elevate batch, how do I cover the syllabus? For that we have 2 slots where the respective teachers will complete the syllabus well ahead of time. Then for current affairs, we have UCAT. Then to understand whether you are on the right track or not, we have a multitude of test products where there will be analysis of the PYQs on Fridays, prelims and mains. On Saturday and Sunday, there would be weekly test, MCQ based and descriptive. Then URTS and MRTS, focusing on prelims and mains. Beyond that, you don't need anything else.
It will ensure that you are covering every aspect that is required to ace the UPSC examination.
Now there is, thank you so much Sham sir, there is one element which we need to now focus upon and which is optional. Optional is one of the most important aspects of the civil services examination. Even if you are acing the GS, without sound understanding of your optional subject and without acing it, it is not possible for you to get a good rank. We have Hima ma'am with us, our faculty for science and technology, and she is India's foremost top class educator for anthropology optional. Ma'am, please tell the students about your optional and how this batch is going to help them.
Sir, mid-June, we are launching multiple optional subjects, like all the subjects are listed here, like history, geography, public administration, PSIR, anthropology, mathematics, and many more subjects. And from that list, I teach anthropology optional, and I have been teaching anthropology for more than a decade. And when it comes to anthropology, it is one of the easiest and shortest syllabus, subject with the shortest syllabus.
Scoring as well.
Scoring as well, and many years the toppers are from anthropology, and also anthropology has the highest marks till date. Okay, in all the optional subjects compared, around 362 marks. With 362 marks, anthropology is among the highest scoring optionals. I think even more than the subjects like mathematics. And the syllabus is also very short, and particularly in our course on Unacademy platform, when I teach everything from the scratch. Because when it comes to anthropology, students have a myth that science background is more suitable for anthropology optional. But interestingly, all toppers from anthropology optionals are engineering graduates. So there is nothing like that. Though we have a small portion of biology up to 24%, at the end of the course, the students will end the course with an impression that the biology part is more interesting than the social part.
That's because how you teach.
In general also, biology, science is a very interesting and doable part because it is more practical in nature and not much depend on the way we present the answer. I mean, if we understand, we can write the answer.
Right.
Okay, scoring and more doable. And when I teach everything from the scratch. I don't start with an assumption that the students already know something or studied it in an earlier level of education or something. I start everything from the scratch. And the classes will be very interactive. If I speak 50%, the students will contribute the other 50% of the class. And on an average, 80% of the learning will be completed in the course itself. And as a part of the course, I will discuss more than 500 previous year questions. And I will not discuss all the 500 previous year questions at the end of the course. After each unit, like for example, if I complete unit 1, then I will discuss at least 10 years previous year questions from the unit 1.
So basically, if you are looking for anthropology subject coaching and you're worried that I have no idea about anthropology, where to start, how to start, I have zero understanding of biology, you should not worry, because ma'am will assume that you know nothing about the subject. She will start from scratch, build your concepts and make you ready for the mains examination. Thank you so much, Hima ma'am, for speaking to the students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Towards the end, students also have these doubts. On our website, there are various course offerings that we provide. There's a plus subscription, there is an iconic subscription, there is an iconic pro subscription, then there is a combo, then there is a platinum subscription. What are all these subscriptions? I would invite and request Abhishek sir to explain all the features of these subscriptions so that you can make an informed choice as to which course, if at all you need to join our course, which is the most suitable course for your preparation. Over to you, sir.
So there are basically 4 courses, only 3 are mentioned here, plus, iconic, combo, and there's something called pro also. So let's start with the basic one, which is one of the most important aspects is live class recording. You get that in plus also, iconic also. You also get live classes of UCAN for us. Further, you get all the handouts. Thereafter, when it comes to the PTS, MTS, you get access to that also. But the changes between plus and iconic start from when the physicality comes through. For example, you will get PDF of the 14 books which are given by UPSC in plus, but it will be delivered to your house when you're taking iconic. Further, one more very interesting
So basically, these books, their soft copies will be provided for plus students, but physical hard copies will be provided for the iconic students.
Further, one-to-one mentorship. Now here there's a very interesting concept. You have mentors which are allocated to you only in iconic, not in plus. But if you want an educator mentor, for example me, Sarmad sir, or Chetan sir, or Mukesh sir, or Shyam sir, then you go for pro. Pro is iconic, basically on steroids, which is you get access to all the educators in the form of your mentors. So you then get 2 levels of mentorship, 24/7 on the platform itself and also the teachers. Then one major change
Sorry
here.
to interrupt you, sir. This might be confusing for you, but please keep in mind, if you are self-motivated, if you don't need an external push, if you don't need any mentor, just by attending the classes, watching the UCAN sessions, reading the soft copy of the notes and the material, you are confident that you will crack this examination. For that, there is a plus subscription. But no, I need the physical hard copies of the books. I need a one-on-one mentor. And who is this mentor? Somebody who has already appeared in the Civil Services Examination, reached till the interview stage. If you need that mentor to constantly guide your preparation, to handhold you, to keep you accountable, then there is iconic. But at the same time, if you don't want somebody who has appeared in the interview to guide you as a mentor, but you need us, either of us, that personally we should guide you for this examination, then there is Iconic Pro. But I must tell you, Iconic Pro is not for everybody. Why? Because there are slots of only 30 students. My slot may not be available, so I'll have to clarify that. His slot is also full. But you can reach out to us and we will see how we can accommodate if required. So if you need somebody who has appeared in the interview to guide you, for that Iconic. If you need us to guide you, there is Iconic Pro. Please continue, sir.
So plus with mentorship, with hard copies of the books and daily answer writing checking. This is a very interesting aspect here again. We are going to give you tests on Saturdays and Sundays. That is going to get checked irrespective of anything. However, if you are browsing the internet, you find certain questions you want to attempt. Now you want us to check that. Therein lies what is called as daily answer writing practice or learners test series. You can upload 2 questions on a daily basis into the portal and we will evaluate all the copies for you under Iconic. So Iconic is checking plus hard copy books and mentorship. Now,
And just to add to that, sir, sorry, I tell you the honest way how this learners test series is helpful. Now, it's no secret that there is a student who has enrolled with us, who is enrolled in multiple coaching institutes also. That's a reality, I accept it. There have been numerous students who have approached us, sir, please evaluate these answers. Why? Because these questions were provided to them in other coaching institutes. But these other coaching institutes are taking time for evaluation. Could you please evaluate these answers? They upload these 2 answers, no matter who has provided the question, upload and we will evaluate. So this is where this learners test series becomes important.
Now you can only take plus or Iconic, but if you want optional guidance, which is automatically get access to all recordings, all live batches, then you can have plus plus combo or Iconic plus combo. You can basically have both with combo. Combo means that it is optional access, all which has happened previously also, whatever will happen further, recording live everything.
So basically you are self-motivated, you don't need physical hard copies, but you need optional guidance plus combo. You need one-on-one mentorship, you need physical hard copies, learner test series, then Iconic combo. You need a teacher, us guiding you, then there is Iconic Pro, and in this Iconic Pro, combo is already included. So this is a fantastic information that we have shared with the students. Again, there is no compulsion for you to join, whether us or any other online institute or any other physical offline coaching institute. I realize and I know that there are students who qualify this exam even without any coaching, although they do consume a lot of content online. But should you need a structured preparation program where from prelims perspective, mains perspective, for current affairs, for test series, mains and prelims test series, mentorship, optional, everything would be included. For that, you have Unacademy subscription. And the thing that differentiates us from other coaching institutes, we teach you strictly according to the requirements of this exam. Nothing more, nothing less. The number of classes will neither be too high that we are wasting your time, nor too small that we are covering only the superficial information and not going deep into the content. And all the teachers, barring me, all the teachers are experts in their own field, and they are here because they have a passion for teaching. And it's not that they have no other job to do, right? So we teach because we have passion towards teaching. And that is how you can also check with our enrolled students whether they were satisfied with us or not. Only after you know what are the course offerings, you know who is going to teach you, then you should have an informed choice to make how to approach this by talking to the students whether they are satisfied with the Unacademy IS English team or not. Thank you so much for staying with me. The link to enroll in Elevate batch is provided in the video description. Stay safe, stay best, realize your potential. If UPSC is your dream, there's no power on earth that can stop you from realizing that dream. Thank you for watching. All the best.